Okay, hello, welcome back to Replicat, where we're going to maybe, if I've got it unlocked, try the scaling deck, because we defeated the cleaner deck at the end of the last run. Level 12. Well, we're not level 12 yet, so I guess I'm not scaling, but it's got the best cards. Look at them. And then those ones that we also found very, very, very good. +1 turns, but can't burn cards at the shop. That's a problem. Okay, so we can't burn cards that get smaller. How high are we? Okay, maybe we'll just do difficulty 2 cleaner then for now, and then maybe get to level 50. Money resets to 0 after every shop. I guess we better spend our money then. Which is annoying because some of these things, but you know, they give money and then we won't have the money. Okay, so I was very tempted to just click into the one next to each other things, but I don't play like that. I'll take them. Very, very terrible at the moment, 1%. Because why would we not take the ultra terrible? We don't need extra moves. 1% right at the beginning when it's worth 4 points. That's a great use of that Joker. I forgot 50% extra score. I was like, hang on, that was more than 300. What's going on here? Why did we not score? I'll match with that. I'm a kitty cat. Match, 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 and I match. 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 Okay, that's 1%. That's not a hamster. But that's a hamster. Okay, but big hamster. Okay. And then we start off with no identical card in your hand multiplied by 1.2. Because we're not on the paperclip deck. I was like, weren't we meant to start with the paperclip or something? No, that's the other deck that you didn't take. Did I definitely close the browser? Okay, right, so let's go. We'll try and unlock the scaling deck, maybe. That would be the worst thing to take at the beginning. And 3 moves after matching 2 purples. That's pretty good because we got a lot of purples. Burn. And I burn, 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 I burn, burn, burn. Okay, so 1% is low at the moment, but it will get better. Moves. These moves cards are like, sure we don't have many moves, but I think I'd rather burn them. 10 points on a match. I mean, that at least makes the moves points worth something. That was not that. Okay, the -1 move is probably one of the ones that I want to get rid of next. Because it is a bit of an issue. Stonks! No! Okay, 408, that's fine. That wasn't even that card, was it? Well, they're not going to match. I think we'll just leave them be. Stonks? Yeah, I'll take it. It'll get us there. Brain not function today, maybe. It has been a long day at work. That's the 1%. That's not the 1%. 610, that's fine. No kitty cat, but we still passed. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. It's been a long year. But the year's almost over, so that's good. We have 1 Joker, so that would pay for itself slowly. Stay card repeat. At the end of the turn, earn money equal to your cards pairs played this turn. That's not terrible, to be honest. We're going to play a lot of pairs. That will pay for itself eventually. Eventually. Okay, now do I want to get rid of the 150 or the one that just gives us moves? I think I want to get rid of the one that gives us moves. The purples we'll keep for now. And then we will progress. So we didn't get the lizard deck. The scaling one. Obviously a lizard, right? No, the cats. I'll take it. It matches. I know it's a terrible way of matching it, but I'll match it that way. 1%. Stonks was somewhere over there. I don't want that. Right, because we matched the Joker for that one originally. Stonks, I'll take it for the money. I forgot, we lose money at the end of every turn. Have I been wasting money? It's going to make burning things very hard, actually. Because we can't hold on to money. Like my brain failing to hold on to where the cards are right now. That was probably the worst hand I've played in a long time. That was awful. Okay, Stonks is there. That's the random, that's the purple. Okay, at least with a 50-50 chance, we sort of know. So it's that 1%. That's Stonks. That's the moves. Okay. Brain hopefully will start functioning. Okay, and we must spend all of our money at the end of every turn because we do not keep it. Upgrading that with, say, multiplies with your hands if you play 3 or less pairs. Reroll is always $10. We might need that one. Because we're not going to have money. Per burn cards. Without the matchbox, it's going to become very hard to burn. More max pairs. Matching 2 Jokers immediately scores, but it's too good. I will take the burn. Okay, so we would like to burn things. We got $4. That's fine. We can spend it. You know what? Money resets back to 0 after every shop. The dead wallet will make us go negative, but it will reset back to 0. And we will scam the system. So forget the dead wallets. We can scamaz the system very, very, very hard. Okay, put this on the multiplier. Plus 25, that's terrible. And then put this on the 1%. Putting it on the Joker wouldn't be the worst idea, to be honest. But if we find the dead wallet, we scam the system. Because we can then buy things, go into negative money, and it will never be an issue. 50-50. 50. We had every kind of 50 imaginable. That was there. I don't want 25. Meow, 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 meow. I feel like maybe we're not in as good position as we would like to be. Okay, so that's a multiplier per burn. And now. Now. There it is. And there a multiplier per burn, but this was a better multiplier. 514. That was remarkably low for such a good situation. I have to. Now. I know the 1% is not a lot, but really isn't a lot. Okay, let's continue. That's a very good card. Always scores. Well, that's essential for this deck, isn't it? Mismatched cards get stamped. 20% on curios. These will always grow. They're all good. If I make that 25% more, I mean, it'll pay for itself. What is spending a little bit more now when it comes to a great discount in the future? That was not that. That was there. Now. Hamster, hamster. Feel like we saw the multiplier. That's not even a hamster. Okay, multiply. Get it growing. Now, I'm doing awful today. How are you doing? 1,000. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, hamsters will always score hundreds. Why did I do that? That's that. 2 jokers will score 250 to 500. It should if it's not bugged. Have Brainoid put if Indelacio disabled. Do not allow jokers to score. Huh? Has Brainoid disabled this specifically for me? You're not allowed between 255 points if you match 2 jokers. Immediately scores random points between 250 and 500. We have a thing that says the randomness will always be the highest possible scores. That should be 500 points per each of those jokers. And they said 0, 0. And I matched the 2 jokers together. There's nothing disabling the jokers. There's absolutely no reason that should not have given me 500 points per joker. Unless somebody has disabled it permanently for me. Okay. We got $26. I'll buy one of these. We will burn things eventually. We got $1. We only lose $1. Benoi. You have 2 extra turns, but the goal is increased by 200%, and it was already increased 500%. So I think that's either a bug or a scamaz. Brain. Now. Huh? Mao. 800. This challenge. That's not what I wanted. Hamster. That we want. Was it here? Oh. We claim it. I must have matched it with the Joker. Because it ain't on the boards. That's 1,000 points and we need 7,000. That's a problem. It's not on the boards. Why are they not drawing the pair? Where's my pairs? Did they take all my pairs off the boards? What happens? That's not on the boards. The wrong 50. These are not on the board. They're drawing in singles. Okay, stonks. Stonks at least is on the boards. 25, 50. Match that is not going to do it. That's the red 50. That's a multiplier that's not on the board. Surely that will be 500 points to Gryffindor. Is right, that's red. Red 50%. I know that there's no other 1% on the board. Okay, maximum pairs gives us a chance of things actually appearing. Okay, 5,000. We only need 1,000,000 points. Okay, well we know where the burn is. We know where the hamster is. That was probably a terrible match idea. You know where the burn one is. You're not the pointy one. I have one turn and nothing that we can save it with. They were there. Not enough. That was not on the board. The hamster was there. The 1% wasn't there. They eventually appeared. There was nothing to... That got drawn with... Definitely no partner on. That was awful. How are we so bad? Because the Joker's got... Did it score 500 points for each of those Jokers? I don't think it did it? It didn't give me 1,000 points, those Jokers. I think we got scammed. I think we got scammed. The heck? We got 1%. The perfect card, obviously. When it is worth 4.5. It's a very valuable card right now. And of course it gives us 4. We got ultra scams. Okay. I'm not going to match the 1%. Ultra scammed. Very, very, very much we got scammed. Okay, let's go. I like Matching 2 jokers. If only the card worked. And wasn't scammed. If only it didn't scam us. I wonder, what if it suddenly works? What if the card was to suddenly begin to work? 8 points for Gryffindor. This is going to be a high scoring hand. 28! The highest amount anyone has ever scored in 3 cards. Well, I'm not going to match those. I'll match that one, I guess. Okay, and then 46 in a singular card is much better. So for anyone that has adverts, they have 1 now to stop other adverts. 530. I don't like the yellow. I'll take it, I guess. Better than nothing. Right, that one's a yellow 5+5 move. I don't want it. That's a hamster. Hamster. Where's the multiplier? Yum, 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 yum. 457. I'm doing so bad. No essences. Okay, toothbrush. Burning a card with essence removes it. Toothbrush. Okay, we can burn a card. I will burn that. Okay, $3 if only we could spend it. If only we could keep it. Thanks, Light, for falling over. I'm not getting dazzled at all. I don't want the 1%. And then I get the other 1%. So I'll match that 1% as well. Sure, why not? Whatever. Too much effort. 4. I want that one. I don't want the other 1%. And I'll take the stonks, I guess. Or you just win. You just win. That's a 1%. What am I thinking? I'll take it. 4. We want that one to grow. Hamster. That's going to be 45 and 72. Because obviously it works on whatever the thing currently was when it collects, right? No, it was 100 and then 71. Close. I'll take it. I want to match that one with the Joker. I don't want to match that one with Joker, so it's a good job there isn't another Joker for it to match with, isn't it? There is. It's just not where I was thinking. 999. Nice. Okay. Color stamp max 3 curios. I'd rather have the happy. Yes. Or I don't think 30% discount's that great, because I mean it might have let us buy things. End your turn, earn $5 if we're just gonna lose all our money. Shop has +1 offer, or I can burn a card. I think we need to burn this. Essences. Okay, a multiplier. Times 1.2. Dollars and moves. Dollars and moves. Plus 2 moves. Okay, so that will not lose moves now, which is very good. $21. Well, we can burn one more card. So what do we burn? Gotta be the stay, right? I burn the blue 25. That's worth less, but you know, it stays on the board, it'll match, and then it will go away. Now, I did see the advantages of a certain certain stamping ability. It does seem very good. You know, I can see the problem with Jokers. I can see the problem with Jokers in terms of them removing the ability to have matches. Of course, if they want to just do it like that, then I'm okay with that. You know, if they just want to line up nicely, I don't mind them lining up nicely. Yeah, man. That wasn't the one. This is the one. Hamster. Hamster, hamster. We need the hamster. Which makes it match at its highest. Guaranteed. Very good. What the heck is going on? Right, I see what happens. I looked at the camera and was like, what's this artistic camera angle? I see what happened. Multiplication cards have 20% chance to play last. That's not terrible. $45. I can either do that or I can burn one and then have $20. Which I could probably get a blue Joker. Do I want a blue Joker? Not really. That could save us. I'll take it. We want the dead wallet though. The dead wallet would be very good. Just match anything that matches. Let's get it in the negative. Right. I have the fuzzy dice. Surely. Okay, we haven't got the thing. They score money. Okay. Is it an interaction between the thing that multiplies the totals? Is it a bugged interaction? It might be a bugged interaction between those two items. So, scoring the maximum possible with the fuzzy dice makes it so that the Joker scores 0 always. What am I doing? How have I lost the red? I think it might be the fuzzy dice and the thermostat makes it score 0. I think we've found the bug. That colour stamps things, which is very nice. Multiply your hands by 1.5, but then we wouldn't be able to burn anything. 3 cards revealed at the same time. If we buy that, we can't afford both of those, because we've only got 43. We're going to score a lot of purples. Hand score is at least 10% of the score. Like, all these are very good, actually. I definitely read what that thing said. Yeah. No. Definitely. I didn't mean to click there. I meant to click there. Every 10th revealed purple card is denied. Ow. That's not the red card we were looking for. There he is. That's fine. They're not worth a lot. Okay, those weren't great Joker matching, but I'll take it. That didn't score a lot. 1%. Not a lot. I'll take it. Stonk me up. Don't be up inside. Okay, and then we multiply, and it's still not enough. Hamster. That particular hamster is denied, though. Damn it! That actually might be a bit hard. Whatever. It needs to match. That's a hamster. That's a low multiplier. Oh, this is not going well. That's already denied. And the next purple pair that we tried to match is going to be denied. Okay, good. I got through it. This is not going so well. Replace 2 random cards with the ×2 and a repeat one that does a lot of things. Yes. Okay, we lost the permanent Joker, but we lost the stay as well. Max 1,000 cards. Okay, when starting a new turn, stamps the cards to the left on the board so you can tell what's left over. Okay. Matching 2 Jokers earns you $20. Be a real shame if we never really got to keep money. That would be the worst card in the world because we're not going to keep the money. Stay cards repeat. It's a good job that we just got rid of the stay card. 25 would leave us with 13. Not enough. Honestly, no. We want this. Which leaves us with 16, so I'm just going to take it. Because we've got to spend the money. Okay, stay, ghost, auto, repeat. If only I had that other Joker. That would be pretty good on that, right? Auto, I'll take it. It will always score. I want to match it. It's fine, it's got the dancing shoes. Dance, 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 and it dance, dance, dance. That wasn't what I was trying to match. I'll take it. How my brain functions so awfully today. It has been a lot. My God, does it not function? Okay, so we know that the ×2s are there. That's a lovely card. It would be a real pity if you didn't remember where those were. Okay. Good hands. That gives $2 at a time for each of those threes as well. That is so good. Give us $12 only. And then, you know, we lose the money at the end of the turn, so money's kind of irrelevant. The end of your turn, earn $1 per pairs in your deck. Job that money is useless, isn't it? If it's the boss round, multiply the hand. If not, lose 100 points. Okay. We can maybe burn 2 cards. That would then become worth some money. Okay. Burn. And then we've got $34, so I will burn once more. That's an auto. I don't think we've got anything that particularly does anything special with autos, but it's kind of not terrible. That's then worth $60. It might 60 points. It might become that it becomes 40. First reroll is free, or I can get that and which would be worthless. Okay, and then we couldn't afford anything else. So you need to think. That will always be 100. That one will be some, or I can just burn some. If we burn the 50, other things become more likely to be. I'm okay with that. Stonks. It's not worth a lot, but hamster. For the hamster. Take it. Moves. I'll match the hamsters and jokers in a reverse way. Okay, good points. Now I want to find the other red cards. My other red cards. It's fine. Everything's fine. At least with the things that are meant to match, you can match them. You can sort of get things going on. I'll take it. Go for the multiplier. Big score. Okay, ended a turn earlier, had half the moves left. Okay, when scoring a hand, each time non-scoring hand is hit, multiply the hand score by that. Start with 1 card revealed. 46, so. We could burn the auto, which would leave us with $11, which we could then get that. 816. And then that would leave us with $30, which isn't enough for a burn. And can't get us extra cards. I don't want that curio. That one's not terrible. That one's okay. But I think we should burn this. Just so that it improves the odds of finding our good cards. And then these hamsters might need to start going. $11? Well, I can still buy that at least. The last card revealed. I wanted to click that one, but that's not where I want to go. 75. That's 1%. Hamster. Wrong multiplier. 1%. Okay, so that's the thing that we want. That's the other thing that we want. That's the hamster. Donks. Whatever. We'll take it. Where did the Joker go? Okay, I'm going to match the two Jokers. Surely it will give us the 500. Okay, it is. Right, so it is the thing that says if you match the maximum amount, it makes the Joker worth 0. That is what breaks it. Okay, if you score 10%, you get a higher thing. Stay, rinse, repeat, auto. I'll take it. That's just money, but it's worth negative. Okay, so we've got $40, but we got $70. So $31 left over. 8, 16, 32. You just give me $1 for free. Is there even anything I want to burn? I mean, if I get rid of that, it cleans up the board a bit. I'm just going to clean up the board a bit. Okay, and then we've got repeat auto ghosts. Stay! I'll take it. And then repeat auto. Give me repeat. Stay, I'll take it. Perfect, because that one we want to find often. Okay, and then I mean, I could buy that, and that. Do I really care about unrevealing cards? I'd never unreveal them. First reroll being free. It'll pay for itself sort of in the end. And then it's a low multiplier. I really don't care about that much. And if only it costs $1 less. 1% some other purple. A hamster? 150 hamster. 64. 1%. Sure, why not? Interesting, with the one move left it gives you two strange matches. That's a bug in our favour. Sippy cat. I sip and I sip, 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 and I sip, sip, sip. So bonks, 1% multi. I like these staying cats. Staying very nicely. We might just win before we get to match that, sadly. 13,000. But, you know, they didn't go negative on the one, and, you know, that's good that they go. Okay. When starting a new turn, stamp the cards that are left over so you can tell what's left over. Cards worth 20 points or less can be revealed without spending a move. That's good for the Murmur deck, right? That's very good for the Murmur. Okay, 32. If I buy that, we end up with $34 left over, which isn't enough for a burn. But we could potentially re-roll to get something good. The extra pair is good. $10% of the goal, that's awful. Start with 2% of the goal. Huge. And then we've got $3 left. I'm okay with that. I'll take it. And that will never not match now, which is fantastic. And we just need the other Joker. Then to match with the triple. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, we grow that to 128. We want that growing as much as we can. Big hand. It's no quite 7,000, but it's a decent hand. One %. What am I doing? We're multiplying 1%. Very poor. Okay, repeat. Rinse and repeat. That's worth a lot. Unless we get the card that ruins it. Minus a move, plus a move. Plus 2, technically. Now. Oh, come on. Where's my free matches anything? I guess sometimes it will give it, sometimes it won't. So it scams the system both ways. Okay. That would be good for the murmurs, I guess, but then it ruins the murmurs, right? If your hand score is at least 10%, right. Ending a turn with a maximum of 1 mismatch multiplies your score by 2. +1 turns, but cannot burn cards. We've got $498. That's a lot of money. Okay. $550. And it's $50 to burn. Do I want... I kind of would like that. It's getting to the point where it's like, what do I want to burn? We need to start burning random hamster eventually. But for now, we'll go onwards. Okay, you cannot earn moves. That's awful. Because it doesn't say you can't lose moves. So we could still lose moves with the lose moves cards. Oh. I want it. Perfect. I'll take it. Now, when that grows in half, the other half of it won't grow, which is interesting. But we'll still get a big score. Okay, perfect. Upgrade that with 1.25%. Or your hand contains 3 pairs of the same color and some moves. Interesting. Then goes cards lose an extra turn. Like, it's a nice multiplier, but that's kind of low. But that is going to give us moves. Okay. Banana. We have... Dude, that would be 4% of the score. Start the round with 10%. That's just way better, isn't it? And then... +2 moves. Annoying mosquito. 2% of the score goal. What are the chances? That's 75. I'll take it. It's on a multiplier, so that's useful. $21. Would like it. But do I like it at 25% more cost? Not really. And again, you know, it's like... We're just so close to being able to afford a bit of everything, but we're going to lose $21, so that's a lot of money to lose. So, I mean, we're losing the money. I should spend it on something. Not ideal. And I mean, I'll match it. It's a bit of a mess to do it like that, especially as we find the other half. I'll take it. Again, the 512 matching with something. But I guess that's also a way of getting rid of mismatches, right? Okay. The marks cards that are not previously played wouldn't be the worst. Hamster. There's the multiplier. There's the other one. I wanted you to take the 512. I'll take it. 10,000. I'll take it. Okay, continue. 20% discount on Cure. Broken. Okay. We burn a card, and then we can always buy something. I think we burn this 50. Okay, so 20% on curios. We're at minus 23, but that's going to go to 0. Because we're robbing the shop now. I will rob the store. Okay with that. Give me the multiplier, whatever. I'm not against robbing the store. Hamster. Maximum pairs. 19,000. Nice. $32, $30. Okay, so we've got $68. We can burn something, and then its first round has 4 extra move. Multiplies by hand by 1.5. First things first, we should burn. That is plus 1 move and 150 points, which is better than the hamster can ever be. We'll be at the maximum deck size. That is worth minus 1 times 5 points. That is worth nothing because it's money. Multiplies by your hands by 1.5 if you score less than 3 pairs. I don't think that's great. We always want to spend money because we will lose the money. Okay. Multiplies by hand if you played less than 3 pairs. Reroll is always $10. I guess I'll take it. $3 for each joker in your pair. Got 1. And like any of these cards. I guess at this point. Okay, so 1 boss. 2 boss, 3 boss. So that is worth 275 after this boss. Then it's worth 150. Yeah. It's okay. Then I'm just gonna buy it because it's there. 250 if we got no reds, but that's we got reds now. Got the odds of reds. Okay. Money goes back down to 0. Or up to 0. Staying ghost cards lose you an extra move when matched. Blue doesn't score, that's Hamster. That's 1%. Don't ask me what I was thinking there. Obviously wasn't. That's something. This is awful. And yet it scored 2,500. $300. Hamster 1%. 10. I'll take it. Hamster. Multiplier. Perfect. Okay, if we can just get out the boss, that's all we need. 19,000. Nice. Okay. So that 300 is going to be worth less now. Not a great upgrade. Cards worth 20 points or less. Oh. All these are awful. I guess give the hamster a bit more points. I wonder, does that count as the hamster? It might count on the hamster. Natalo showed me the greatness of this card. I could start with 2% of the score, which isn't probably ideal. Joker. This one's actually pretty good. This is worth 2 times the multiplier. And might get better and allows us room to burn. Okay, so 30, but then we can't literally burn. Then I might as well spend out. Although, if I get that, and that. 24 and the banana. Because we're gonna scam the shop entirely. Because of the dirty wallet. Okay, we can burn things later. Right, ghost, auto, rinse, repeats. I would like one of those to ghosts, but I think we should auto that. And of course it was auto. It had to be auto, right? Okay, perfect. We can't buy anything else, so we're not going to re-roll. And the proof of the pudding is, I never look on what in the deck is there, but we got reds. We could look on the reds, and we've drawn both of these reds. Know that they have to be here. And then the yellow is the only yellow we have. What else would it be? We got room for things. So we'll take it. That gives us a whole bunch of moves. Hamster. I would like a multiplier, actually. I'll take it. But I would rather have a multiplier. Okay, and then we could match amongst these because we know where they are. Or we can leave them forever. And then want this. Take it. Am I stupid? Is that not a joker to match with that? I think we've got an uneven amount of matches again. So there's a jokerless thing. We did use both jokers, that's fine. It's like, where's the other joker? We already used it, it's in your hand. Me trying to find the joker to match with that. Okay. We could get another 3 times. The emergency button is also very good. Cannot burn cards. I like the emergency button. Okay, I think we will burn. Didn't we upgrade one of these hamsters with a plus 25? What happens? Did it eat it? Also, why is the 3 between the two 1%? And why is that one between the two hamsters? Bug? We'll burn one of the hamsters. I can maybe burn 2 hamsters for the cost of the thing and go over. Or I can get the emergency button, which will give us enough. I think burning the other hamster smart way. Okay, so we can't go over with a burn, but we can with that. But I could get that, or I definitely get this, which is irrelevant. But it's there, and we go over with $30, but we don't. Okay, well, we know where the multipliers for the greens are. We know that the red is that, and then we know that the yellow is, of course, the yellow that we have. Yellow. Red. I'll take it. Of course, that's the one that I literally just saw a moment ago. Now. And then we will go for the multiplication. And the toothbrush. Meow, 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 meow. And then we get 50,000. Nice. Okay, which gives us some money to spend. $84. At the end of your turn, earn an equal to the pairs played. First pair gets matched even if it's not matching. Allows you to override stamps on cards. I don't know about necessarily overriding stamps on cards. Okay. We gonna burn hamster. Just because we've got better cards than the hamsters. And I held on to the hamsters too long. And then that also improves the burn. Which is good. That doesn't take us over the total, so I will buy it. Do I want to override thing? That's ×3 in overrides. That's a random thing. I don't care. Let's re-roll. Might get something even better. 2 times burn cost. So that's 140 points now. And honestly, at this point in the game, I don't think we're going to get the matchbox. So the greens will always be multipliers. That is... Well, that's not multiplier. That's points. But still, it's 140 points. Which is good. And it might grow. Okay. Second pair of a purple pair can't score. It's fine. The Joker can do one. Right, well, I don't want that. We want this. Just tactically using it. Now. Right. Multiply. No! You ran out of moves! Pay attention to the moves is helpful. And I could have got the extra moves like that. Easily. Okay. This might be wider, but... You know, if we ignore purples... And we should have gone for the multiplier again. We ignore the purples, it's all good. These purples are on the board, half of them won't work. Nice. No. I meant to click on that. Right. Use the multiplier. I'll take it. It is going to negate part of the multiplier of the ×3, but we didn't need it. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Okay. Ghost is always very good. Okay. First card automatically reveals its pair. Nice. Up to 3 moves after matching 2 purples. When you match 2 cards, a random neighbor will get stamped into if it's less than whatever. Okay, we can't burn because it's too expensive. That. Do I care about stamping if it's greater or lower than 50? Not really. Okay, we could get another times 3. Stay card repeats, which is very good. Very, very, very good. Take it. If you have any identical pairs, multiply your hand by 1.5. Locked items get 10% cheaper after each round. That's interesting. Also, rinse repeats. Also get another times 3, which is not terrible. I do like those repeatees, and that's 75 to 150, which is worth more than that. Right, this is rinse repeats. So, Ghost. Perfect. Okay, so do I want the thing that multiplies the hand by 1.5? We do have multiple pairs, or I could get that, which is also very good. I think the multiplier is probably better, even though the times 3 multiplier might be even better. It's fine, we've got the relic that actually makes that worth something. That's the reds. That's the 1%. Counter. Counter. That one is worth 1.6 times. Okay. That'll repeat. And then this is a big score. Is it big enough? I'll take it. Right, well, we know where the multiplier is over there. Earn costs. 16 moves. Multiplier, because it's the last move. It's not the last move. Hamster. Okay, we'll leave these. We'll use these purple, yes. I don't want to use that one. I want to use that one, right. Multiply by 2, don't reduce the cost of that. That one can't match because the Joker matched it, and then that one's a different thing. But we had a million moves. Because all the purples. Okay, this is a lot of cards. 191,000. No. Continue. Like 8 pairs in one hand. Nice. The maximum 1 mismatch multiplies your card score by 2. It's less likely with everything that we got going on, right? Hamster. Which increases the value of both of the greens. Okay, and then we can get... I want a random yellow cards. Strawberry popcorn. No hands in your score multiplies by 25 then. I mean, get it out of the thing. Okay, so... When starting a new turn, stamps the cards that are left on the board, so you can tell which has joined the boards. Mismatched cards get stamped, hinting their colour. Okay. I mean, that could also be handy. We aren't finding the one that Natalo likes. Still good. Okay. Hint their colour when we mismatch them. Go ahead. Then we reset our 0 score. We look that obviously there's only one other red that we have. We know what the yellow is. And this green is a multiplier, so we will leave it. 3 out of 6 hands, that's how we find out how many things we have. 4 out of 6. That's some jokers, and we will ghost multiplier. Hardly know it. Yum, 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 yum. Get a big score. Stay cards repeat, so 445,000. Nuts. Okay, I'll take the big win. Multiplier cards multiplications are lower than 20%. Shuffles your hand before scoring, shuffles the board at the end of each turn. It's awful. Might just buy that. The kitty cat for 120 that doesn't do a lot. I can burn something, but do I want to burn anything? Everything's kind of not terrible. That's going to get worse. But it's 150 points right now. I burn it, that improves the value of this. If I burn it, it is an auto red. It will always show that the red will only be that one then. And then rather than that being worth 150, it will be worth more. Not a lot more. But it will also narrow down our cards. That's now worth 160. Then I will take this and hopefully we'll disable something nasty. Multiplier multiplications are worth less? No. That's a problem. Okay, so multi-ghost burn is there. Times 2. Ghosty. Times 2.5. Okay, this should be a decent score. Then we might just leave the... Of course, it all shuffles, I forgot. So we should just match multiplications whenever we get them. But still, it's 261,000. New difficulty unlocked. Okay, we unlocked the lizard deck. We unlocked it. Okay, then we got the cat paws, which give you some great score. Jokers. 400 points unrevealed and gets denied. You need an undeny for that one then, I guess. Auto cards always play last and reveal a random card. And then every time that mismatch, it loses 2 points. But it always stays revealed, so it will never lose points. Right. Okay. The cleaner deck says times 1.2. I don't know if that is necessarily, you know, a bit more than anything else. Okay. Get some essence for joy. Shuffles the board at the end of the turn. So this is the only way to re-roll things. Red cards can't score more than 25. Second pair of a purple can't score -1 turns. One random curio is disabled at the start of the round, that's fine. We can't buy curios anymore because I bought this stupid thing. Wonder if you can burn it. That will grow, but at the same time it's not really going to. Right? Times 1.25. Okay. Honestly, actually, everything's above 1.2, so it's not like we can get negative multipliers with the other thing when it was the 20% lower multipliers. It might get disabled, but then again it doesn't let us buy any curios, does it? So it being disabled is irrelevant. Times 2? Honestly, an extra times 2 is worth more than that one. You can't burn at the moment, but Take an extra ×2. Ghosts. Ghost is just 3 points. It's just 3 extra points. Why would I not? Why would I not take the 3 extra points? I'll take it. That's not the one that we wanted. Right, I'll take it. Meow, 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 meow. Gonna get a big score. 637. Well, we need big scores, which is the problem. Okay, $72. The Infinite Joker. And then all those ghosts. We can't burn. They're 3 points. What could go wrong? It's dancing, at least. Okay, and we know where the matches anything jokers are. It's good. These, you know, they give a extra move. That's the ×2 multiplier. The other ×2 multiplier. 3! Maximum pairs. Meow, 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 meow. I'll take it. You know, the ×1.5 is getting lower and lower. That wasn't as good as I would have hoped it would be. He'll dance. He didn't dance. But we stamp them when they mismatch, which is huge. Like, we know what's missing. I'm going to be crazy. And just match those jokers like that. Almost cleared the boards with the wide boards. They're worth money. They're worth points. Okay, money, money, money. We can burn! We can burn, 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 and we burn, burn, burn. Okay, well these are worth 3 points. We've got to burn the low multiplier. As crazy as it seems, we've got we need to burn that multiplier actually. Next burn, we burn that. Okay, we've got a red, but we've got a theme. 120 points, it's not fantastic. Blue Joker. I mean, if we say no reds, like the Blue Joker is worth 250 to 500 points. It will only ever match with itself. It can only match with itself. So I will take it. Okay. When did we get the colours to deck board? Ghosts. What am I doing? There's 1%. I am losing is what I'm doing. To the star of all things. Ghosts. ×2. ×2. 1%. There's ×2. Okay. Surely we're not losing to the ghosts. Shuffles, of course. But the dancing shoes keeps them from shuffling. That's interesting. Why did it feel like the score wasn't going up when things were being triggered there? That was less than ideal. 1%, and it's a ghost 1%. Okay. That means that that's the burn cost one. Not a multiplier, because I didn't look. Okay, we found the ghosts. We found a ghost. I'll take it. I'm stupid. Now we can't get that one. Now we just force it to match. You will match. I could have ended the turn early, but, you know, we have the thing that says sometimes they will match regardless, right? 600. That was not anywhere near enough. Okay, burn costs. Cents. Brain rot. This is awful. Okay. Ghosts. That's 1% ghosts. That's burn costs. That's not that one. Maximum pairs. These are not great cards that we've got left because they're all a mess. Lots of jokers all lining up. But no multipliers, really. Ghosts. You know, sometimes I pick some things that might not be the most ideal. Because they cause me more problems. Okay, that's the ×2 multiplier. I'll take it. 1%. 1%. Ghosts. Right, that's the repeater. That's the 1% ghost. That's the 1.25. Ghosts. 1.25. It's free. Nothing else matches. Oh, the 1.25 matches, I guess. Gave me 5 moves. That might have been a terrible idea. I should have gone the multiplier. It's fine. Maybe these will still match. Yes, and we cleared the board. A mess, but we did it. Now, it's probably not going to get us enough points, but... because these are terribly, awfully low-scoring cards for some reason. 770,000. Okay, we did it. We beat the star. And we cleared the board. Essence of Chaos. It was a mess, but we did it. Can earn moves on the end of turn, lose, and shuffles the board. Or 2 curios disabled. Stamped cards instantly score less. Shiny cards score less. Blue cards. Well, it's a good job we don't have many blue cards. All these are awful. -5 moves, but matching doesn't cost a move. And you can't earn moves. We earn a lot of moves. Shuffles the board. That's awful. Honestly, I think what is there is better. $5 is irrelevant. Give me the 20% score. A 10 pairs in one hand. Nice. 10-fold toe beams. Okay, we can't burn anything because we don't have enough money. That's worth 200, and it will always stay. That is worth getting. It is better than some of the things that we have. Minus moves, not worth it. Yeah. Don't want any of them. Don't want to go over the money. Okay, rinse, repeat, stay, ghost, auto. Stay! It's automatically going to match. That's awful. Times 1. It's looking so sad. We need to burn it. Burn costs times a bit more. Oh. Okay, the blue joker's auto matched. That we will auto match. I'll match. Gonna match the jokers. The stupid jokers. 1%. The other 1%. That's the maximum pairs. No. Didn't get to do our ghosts. 14,000, 30,000. This is scoring a lot better than that last round did. I guess the star was, you know, anti-stuff. The times 1. the most deadpan. Yeah, you get nothing for this card. Ever. Okay, ghosts. Yep. Burn cost times 2. 1%. Get that off the board. Times 2. Okay, not terrible. And a toothbrush. This should hopefully be a big score in hand, but the thing now is the cat that we need to burn. $52. I guess the advantage is that it will inevitably deal with itself. That was not. Times 1. Because we get more money because we're in the round longer. Ghosts, ghosts. Purple. I'm just going to play them out. Because the last pair has to match no matter what. Okay. It had to. It forces it together. Okay. 2.6 million. Daria, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. I've been well. How have you been? Hopefully everything's going good for you. How's your Wednesday going? Up to anything interesting? Right, this times 7.5 has to go. It needs to be burnt. So far, so good. Good to hear. Good to hear. You know, it's been a long, busy week, but, you know, it's going good. It's going good. And, you know, we get to play games now, so all good. I could buy another silly free ghost points. I could buy a multiplier, which is times 2. Or I could buy them both. Okay, 30, 54, or I can buy all 3. Because I have a thing that lets me go over, and then we just reset to 0 because it's broken at the moment because of the... We have something that resets our money to 0. So, you know, we lost money early, we gain it in the future. Just heading out to the grocery store, so just a quick hello. No worries, I appreciate you coming popping by, saying hello. Hopefully the grocery store trip goes well. You managed to get everything that you need. And yeah, I do appreciate you coming popping by. And I hope you have a lovely Wednesday as well. But yeah, I've been pretty good. Good to hear things are going with you. You know, it's almost Christmas. So, you know, almost the end of the year. Yeah, catch you another time. Have a lovely rest of your week. And we'll catch up soon. See you later. Okay. Blue, Abadi Dabadai is just a joker. That is worth 500 points. That... Have we been mismatching it? It's lost points. Okay, one of these greens is better than the others. It's that one. The other one is the multiplier, and honestly, I'll take it at this point just to use it. Then we might have 1,000,000 ghosts purples, which is 3 points. Times 2. 25 to that, and then we know that that one is times 2, but we didn't have enough hands to do it. Okay, this is kind of a bit broken, this deck, I think, that I've made here with the ghosts. You almost get to clear the boards. Now, we do need 4.8 million points, so as broken as it is, that's the last thing I wanted it to match with. Because now we need to get that one there. This is the problem with this deck, you know, it creates problems for itself. Hosts times 2. Raid incoming! Raid incoming! Thank you for the raid, Natalo. How are you? How's your day going?
Ooh. Oh, look at that. A raid from Natalo. How exciting. I hope their 12 viewers enjoyed the non-existent cake, because as we all know, the cake is a lie. But hey, thanks for bringing those 12 viewers on the raid, I suppose. Maybe they'll enjoy watching something equally as thrilling as this. But don't get too comfortable. I might just replace you all with robots.
Thank you for the raid. How's your day going? Hopefully it's going good. Ratto Bamboos and raid. I don't know why GLaDOS decided to say rather than David, but I appreciate it. But thank you for the raid. I saw you were playing some Replicat, and also, you know, I've picked up some things with you with the stamps and everything. So hopefully it's going good. But thank you for everyone bringing over the raid. How did your games go? I saw you were doing the lizard deck, which is what I'm calling it because of the scaling deck. It's definitely not lizard. I planned to do it myself, but I wasn't level 12. So welcome in Natalo, welcome in PKMA, welcome in Sisimusta, nice name, welcome in Bun Dumpling, hi, round replicator, round 26, yes, round 26 somehow. The Book Snail, welcome in, wowie rat jam, thank you. Neutral River Part 84 QJKDQ is a bot. Why did I even read their name before I realised they were a boss? Let's just ban that bot. I thought they came in with raids. Nope, they were a bot. The best viewers did just arrive, so thank you for the best viewers. Welcome in, raiders. Hopefully you're all having a lovely day. New lights for stream, let's go. Not new lights, just my thing that makes it a bit softer has fallen over and I'm getting dazzled. But yeah, it's a bit lighter than normal. And also I did get a new camera for Black Friday sale. I haven't unboxed it yet, but I will be doing that. But welcome in. Did you win? Did you win? I saw you won with the scaling deck first go, so good job with that. But then I did it. It was time for me to stream, so I went on the live. Let's go! We got a good deal. Exactly, good deal. And also 33% off some chocolate as well, so... Big, huge bar of chocolate for 33% off. You won, didn't play more after that. Ah, I see. Just did some normal other streaming after that. Yum, exactly. Hopefully I won't eat it all in one go. But it's there. But yeah, we're at round 26. I did lose the first time, and I also figured out what the bug is with the dice. I found out what causes them to not work. The dice don't work when they are with the thermostat. So if you have the thermostat that makes the random score always score the highest, when jokers are scoring between 250 and 500 points randomly, but they're a joker, for some reason it says, nope, it's a 0. But that's what breaks it. That is what breaks it. But we've got a lot of ghost cards here, so we can just... Also, every time we match something, it gets stamped. Seems like a bug. It is. And I found out exactly what caused it. So, you know, we now know what the cause of the bug is. It's if you have those two specific relics. That will bug it out. ×2. Get ghosts. I don't think this one's a ×2, but I have an odd number of moves. That's unfortunate. If it wasn't an odd number of moves, I could have matched them together and forced them to match and wipe the boards. But I will end the turn. I can clip and tell Bora. You can. It is somewhere around 13 minutes in. 13 minutes and 18 seconds is just after it happens. I put a slash marker. So, somewhere around then. If you want to clip it, that is entirely up to you, but I did discover the bug. For a moment, at first I was like, was it nerfed specifically for me? But no, I think it's just I found the bug. I joked that it might have been that he had specifically gone, if it's Indelacio, we will just make this relic not work. But no, I found that it was a bug, an actual bug. I'm on the Discord. They have feedback for it on the Discord. I don't think I'm on the Discord, no. I don't tend to join a lot of extra Discord, so I'm not in the Discord, unfortunately. Right, I'm going to match these two jokers. But, you know, if anyone else wants to raise in the Discord, they're more than welcome. They can claim the discovery for themselves. Okay, I'll take the burn. Take the... That's not the multiplier. ×2. Infinite ghost cards, just so that we can maybe... That's ×2. That's 1%. I have nothing that matches. But I do have an even number of cards. Would I prefer the ghost? I mean, if the ghosts matches, it doesn't add to the total. But the multipliers will multiply. Force them to match the hard way. Oh! But now they will also match, and we will just clear the board. There's nothing left for me to match, game. And I think I'll end my turn, because it's shaking and going like, what's going on? And we get an extra free turn with the toothbrush. I might be breaking the game a bit. just a slight amount, but we're not going to get the 4.8 million, I don't think. But I do like this relic that stamps them after any mismatch. It seems very useful. Of course, if you just match everything, then it's not. You're back from clip making. Welcome back. You know, there's a bit where I was like, was it a bug for me? You know, did they specifically nerf it for me? But I don't think that was the case. I think it was just the bug. Okay, so... You would love this one, because it stamps them when they don't match with the colours. And it is very nice. That's the ghosts. You're not in the Replicat Discord, just slide into Bora's DMs. Yeah, you know Bora, so... I'll match that, I guess. They are a ghost. ×2. 1%. Ghosts, perfect. Okay. The annoying mosquito. The annoying mosquito actually came in handy. We'll just flip this 2% until it matches. Like, if I try hard enough, surely these two cards will go together. They didn't. I had an odd number of moves. It didn't let me. I tried forcing them together. 1 million, that's not enough. Well, we got to round 26. We at least beat 1 star. And then we've got level 12, so we actually can go to the thing. You can lock 2 shop items at the same time, and then 1.2 times per greens. What did you get up to for the rest of your stream? And did you have a nice day? Hopefully it was a lovely day. Right, we should try the scaling deck. Natalo beat it first time. Also, you're asking what seed is, so if you click seeds, what if we do the Natalo seeds? So you get to type in something and it will, anytime someone puts the same seed, it will always be exactly the same. So, will the Natalo seed be a winning seed? Oh, pause burp. Nice burp. So let's see what the Natalo seed is. What if they've given, like, Natalo seed to be the most broken winning deck in the world? Surely the Natalo seed will give the Matchbox first go, right? Surely. Of course, here's where I will inevitably fail. No money! That's the world's greatest match, of course. Now, we don't want that 0.5 times multiplier. I also saw you can't burn cards, which is probably a problem. Fantastic matches we're making. I want to find that one. I can't help but notice I keep matching the same wrong things over and over. I don't want that. Right, we want that one. The big rat energy will make it extra challenging, I bet. It probably will. It probably will. As you can see, it is nerfing me. I'm not doing fantastically at the moment. It seems that's ×3. I really didn't want that this early, to be fair. I don't want that. Why do I keep clicking on that? Right, that one's 300. I'll take it. Right, that's the 2. That's the other 2. But the wasted ×3. It's cool. Then it's more comparable to if you want to compare against each other. Exactly. You pick the same Cs and you'll all play the same thing. So close to 1 million points, just a few hundred short. You'll get it next time. Lots of money. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, no identical pairs in your hand multiplied by 1.5 and 25% chance to earn a reward after non-boss levels. Take it. Take it. It's a shame that we can't burn that and that and that because they are kind of awful. Score and gets denied. Money. I mean, we might end up with a lot of money. I did see that you ended up with a huge amount of money. That's huge. That's a shame I can't buy everything. Yeah, look, I'm making some evening snack. No worries. Thank you again for the raid. I do appreciate it very, very much. Hopefully you have had a lovely day. Enjoy your lovely evening snack, and I hope you have a lovely luck. I'll catch you next time. I'm going to play this totally different to you, Tits, like, because I like the jokers. So I might be looking for the jokers. Right, scaling card is excellent. Do you like that card? How have I let that get down to 2 points? I don't want to multiply. I know where it is, but I don't want to multiply. I will be buying curios. As much as that ruins the green thing, I will be buying them. $4, I don't want it. 300 points, okay. Oh. Oh. I'll take it! Like, we haven't got that many at the moment. Where is that? Okay, 3,000 points! That was a lot higher than I thought it was going to be. Your daring reveal patterns are rather exciting. That's one way of putting it. Thank you for that. I do a bit more chaotic reveal, and I think it does maybe stress Natalo out a bit, the way that I reveal the cards. But I go with the randomness. You know, if they're random, surely they're less likely to be next to each other. That one will stay. multiplied points. 1.5 is not a terrible multiplier. I'll take it. You got in pro modes with the timer. I've not tried. I don't know what the timer, you know, I've heard it's very, very short timer. I'd be worried. Seems like the type to thrive under pressure, perhaps. Oh, I don't know about that. Too much pressure sometimes. You know, it's nice to not have to be under pressure. Score on each match, but lose on each mismatch. I don't know. First reroll is free, will pay for itself. Shame we can't burn. Pauses in deck view at least, so it made look at the deck more often. True. If it pauses on that, that is definitely helpful. Okay, we have. I want more of these multipliers. I guess if I just make a really, really big deck, then we're less likely to get the horrible things. Perhaps. Times 2%. Okay. Earn money if we match. 20% off curios is very good. But also a 2 times multiplier. I want everything. Sometimes I like to buy everything. Do think it helped with my focus though, but it was intense. I can imagine. Did you beat it on the pro modes, on the speed modes? I think as well with streaming as well, I think I'd be worried too much about not being able to look over at the chat on speedy modes, you know? I would feel that I would definitely miss chat if I was doing that. Did think it was level 2. Nice. Congratulations. That's very good. I do not think I would be very good at that. That deny. I matched it. I matched that card. What do you mean? I don't want that one. Okay, so 1% is there and there, but that's denied, so I don't want it. I don't want this times a million either. I do want the 4. Okay, that's denied, that's denied. But we beat the boss, so it's fine. Hey, hello Brainoid, how's it going? We found a bug. I found out why the fuzzy dice don't work, and it's not that you nerfed it specifically for me. It's because it doesn't work with the thermostat. Just try and can reduce it, the nuclear time and the fuzzy dice thing. Okay, interesting, because that's what it seemed to be for me. Maybe there's some other combination, but was there a mid-boss with 0 jokers? I don't know if there was a boss that particularly had it, but it was occurring on other rounds that didn't have it. So maybe if the boss has like jokers will score 0, does it just permanently make them score 0 forever? Because if it does, that's an opportunity to burn. There is an opportunity to burn. And you watch the VODs? Yes. And the fact that it does happen early hopefully helps. Because, you know, with it being early, at least there's an easier opportunity to diagnose what causes it. But I felt like it was that. I'll take the max pairs, and then minimum points become 20. That's not the most useful, considering... I mean, some of these, yes, are not worth 20 at the moment. Whatever, I'll take it. Although, I could re-roll and maybe get something better. I'll re-roll and try and get something better. And we can't afford ending the baguette. Baguette. And then if I try to re-roll any higher, it'll cost too much. Okay, money and moves. I'm putting it on the terrible card because if I at least pull it, we get money out of it. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, put the multiplier on that one. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Okay. Been using the vaults as reroll protection way more than long-term storage, I think. Yeah, I think I may have done the same. It's like, I don't want this. I'm putting it in the reroll slot rather than I want to buy this later. It's a valid strategy. It definitely is. Okay, 15. Oh. Okay, well that one's the other green, so I don't want it. What am I doing? Brain malfunction, right? That's the growing multiplier. That's the ×2. That's the money. Right, that. I don't want that one. That one. There's the ×2. It was the other way round. This isn't going so well. I want the growing multiplier. I should have gone for the growing multiplier. Stop showing us versus fallback. Okay, it's the pretty curious job. Oh, I should have put my camera on the other side as well. Stop showing up versus fallback. In case no prettier. I get what you mean. Yeah. So if you're putting it in the thing, it will make better curios appear. Do you have nicknames for your cards on your brain to help you remember them? Nope. I'm just like, that card's there and that card's there. I'll try and remember that. I don't give them nicknames or anything. I don't have any special techniques. I just sort of be like, it's sort of there. Oh man, I just try and remember that card's there and that card's there. They don't have nicknames. They're just, it's there-ish. That's a good card. That's a good relic. And I will take that with my last $13. Working fine for you regardless. Everyone has their own strategy, so, you know, these things happen. But, you know, the 8's over there. Maybe nicknames help. That's the wrong yellow. Not working now, is it? Right. I don't want that right now. That was the wrong thing. It's suddenly not working. We have minus 42 points. That was terrible. Okay. I'm gonna cash in the multipliers while I can. 8. 42. Money. It's worth nothing, so why did I think that would be fantastic? Many streams of people playing this, I'm pretty curious. Exactly. I think it is interesting to see how different people play the game differently. It definitely is interesting to see different people do different things and choose different cards than you normally would. Okay, it had to be there because it couldn't have been any of these new ones. Even though 1% is worth very little right now. I just like the 1%. I like the percentage cards. The dead wallets, we no longer reset money. You start each turn with the thing revealed money. I'll take the thing. Apparently Natalo and I both think of the remaining card shapes in Tetris terms. Okay. I can see that, you know, you see the remaining cards in terms of a shape, and that's a good way of doing it, yeah. Like, you just look at the shape and you see the shape of what's left, and or the shape of what the new thing is, and that I do sort of use, but that is good. Stay cards repeat. The end of lose money. Do I have any stay cards? I don't. 2% score goal. Right, I like putting this one on a multiplier. 2% on the best multiplier. That's fantastic. Moves left is stay and powerful. It is very good. If only I had stay cards. I'm going to take it as an investment for the future unless I want to buy this one. No. That one's kind of awful. 50. I'm going to re-roll. The emergency button is broken. It is very, very much broken. I like it. Wowie! Wowie, welcome back. Okay, so got no Tetris-y shapes at the moment. Mismatch cards score half of the... That's awful. We're gonna lose so many points on mismatches. Was that a 1%? It was not. It was a thinking card. All sticks. Sticks are very good. And stones, maybe not so much. What am I doing? That's the multiplier. I don't think we're going to win. I don't think we're going to win here. 1%. There's 225. I don't want that. I definitely don't want that green one. I'll take that one. 1%. Probably not worth a lot. When everything scores 0. That's fantastic. It's because I mismatched them too much, I think. 8. 36. That's the wrong kind of thing. Those two are two similar numbers. I wasn't thinking in terms of cats. Maybe the nicknames for cats would help under those circumstances. But I'm thinking... oh, it's just $5. I don't want it. I was thinking just the numbers rather than the cats. That obviously wasn't a very good strategy. That's the $5. What am I doing? Okay, we lived! Somehow! Despite adversity. Okay. 2%, and then that money card is worth it. 2 random cards with a ghost card and a 3x multiplier. And that might get rid of some of our really awful cards. 2% is huge. But this is a ghost and a ×3. Watch the VOD, saw matching jokers were scoring random points immediately, so you didn't have the nuclear meter then. Not straight away. There was a point where they were getting zeros, and then they were just getting zeros from then on. I would have to look myself to see when it is. They did start by getting things, and then later on they start getting. That's a different run. The later run definitely does. The one where it loses, we got rid of one of the awful things. Let's go. Didn't get rid of the worst one. Got rid of one of the awful ones. The one where it loses, that round all of the jokers were doing zeros. So somewhere around the start. The very, very first run, when it loses, that one, it was doing things. But again, I can't tell you when, but because who knows, right? So a match. Obviously the purples, if I put that on that, they will always match now. 2% score goal, I want that on a multiplier. So I will put that on. That already came with essence, that's interesting. How broken is it if I put 2% on that? It's not going to be 2%, but 2% moves left times 20. Is it only the moves left times 20, or would it multiply the whole thing by 20? In which case I could stop and then go 2% times 20. Go back. Way back, yes, it was right to the start. So somewhere around like 13 minutes or something, I discovered, I don't know exactly now, man. Somewhere around the 13-minute mark, it was definitely getting zeros. For 75, I'll take it. So after 13 minutes, I think I discovered that it was definitely broken. And then I think it was not long after that that I found, or thought that it was that was causing it. Joker score, points equal to their match's score multiplied by 1.5. But the numbers that came up on the Joker, it said 0, 0, 0, 0, when I matched two Jokers, and they definitely should have got 250 to 500. They automatically match their first pair, I'll take it. Another 3 times first cards. Might be worth it. You know, big deck to hide the 500s. And the things that get smaller. That is only going to get worse, which is unfortunate. I apologise that I can't tell you exactly when or what. There's just too many instances where that might be problematic. But I will take it. The thing you don't want to match first, right? So we got the horrible green. What am I doing? I'm just gonna multiply. Nothing. That one matches. And yet, if you multiply nothing hard enough, it will be the entire score. I know it did have a plus 75 on it, but still, that's crazy. If you multiply nothing and wish hard enough, multiply nothing into anything. That's what we learned today. Dancing shoes are good. Re-roll. Might as well take... Oh, that would have been so good. Actually, 2 Jokers earns you $20. Well, I don't necessarily have any. So the bit you got confused, it actually works, does it? Because the number said 0, 0 for each of the Jokers, so it looked like it didn't work. Maybe I'm just wrong. I don't know. I would have to look back in slow motion or something, but it said 0, 0, and to me, you know, if it says 0, I see that... I don't know. Maybe I just don't know anything. The score goes in chance. I mean, I already had some score, but it, you know, the number that appears below the Joker, maybe it's just a visual bug. Maybe it's just a visual bug. Because I don't necessarily look at the big total, but the numbers that appeared below the Jokers, it said 0, 0, so I thought it was going as zeros. Maybe really it was 500, but it just appeared as 0. It should say 0, 0. They score nothing. But I matched the 2 Jokers together with the relic that gives between 250 and 500 points. But then they earn you 500 when you immediately match them. Okay, so it's just a confusing thing then. Because I thought it meant that the Joker's score becomes 500 each. Just like Shallow Man. I don't know what Shallow Man is. So it doesn't make the Jokers actually score 500 points. It just makes it adds 500 points to our thing and then they won't get multiplied. Right, okay. On a score of 40 on each match, lose 6 on each match. But I feel like those add to the thing to be multiplied as well, to be fair, but I don't know. Just, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that's just maybe I misunderstood what the thing should do. Okay, I'm just going to take the fly swatter. We're not going to take the chip teacup. I'm sure it used to be that it did appear on the visual thing with the points. And I'm sure in the other round it was visually appearing in that way, but I don't know. Apparently I know nothing. Came back to see my name being tagged 2 times. Feels so popular. Welcome back. I'm noting this down to make it more clear. That would be helpful. I'm sure that, you know, when I don't have the particular set of relics, the jokers with the fuzzy dice do seem to say they score, but I don't know. You love Replicat. It is a fun game. I didn't see where you got tagged, but hopefully the tagging went well. Don't spend money. Purple jokers. We have purples. I do like jokers. And if we match them, we might get some money. I'll take it. Score 10 points on a match, and then there's a chance we don't spend any money. I'm probably just very confused. It has also been a long day at work. Add 2 negative cards that we can't burn. The Natalo seed has given us 2 negative cards that we can never burn. Oh, I don't want to match that. Are we? Right. And also, you know, we are played on the Natalo seed. Right, that and that we don't want to match. Times 3 the first cards. That. I would have liked to match that, but I guess we're not matching that one anymore. I don't want the money. 1%. 1% would be huge. I wonder if that will grow it 3 times. And then I will take my multiplier. And then just click a random card. Right, okay, we got a score. Not enough to win though. I thought we were going to win there. For a moment, I was wrong. But it's fine, it lets us grow that card. And then if he remembered where the other Joker was, it would have been fantastic, but he didn't. Okay, my bread will burn in the toaster. Got to look in. No worries. Enjoy your toast. If you don't win this, I will try to play it in Natalo seed. Yes, you gotta. And then see if you can beat me. Because it's a challenge. I'm not doing so good so far. I don't want to burn the 1% cards. Late play. Replace 2 random cards with 1.5 times multipliers that will always play late. Interesting. I mean, they could get rid of something awful. They are a multiplier, and they will always play at the end of the hand. No! Those were 2 very good cards. I hoped they would get rid of some of the awful cards that we have in our hands. Fine, we've still got more growers. Minimum points becomes 20. Minimum. Surely minus 50 minimum is 20. Right? It cannot be less than 20. And that scores, but it's less than 20. So surely, mathematically, that will always be 20. Let's find out. 64. Did that score 20? I guess we'll never know. Ow. Multiply me, whatever. I think they did score 20. Okay, I think we've broken the negative cards and made them into a positive. Somehow. At the end of the turn, any points equal to thing. Got $100. And $1 per pairs in your deck that score lower than 21. 1, 2, The cards with no score count? Do the cards with no score count for the eggs? That's a question for brainoids. Because I've got these ×3 cards. They don't score 21 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The random count less than 21. 11. Maybe. I'm gonna buy it. Surely it'll be worth that, right? Then the money card is worth 88 points. I'll keep my money, although I'll re-roll. Maybe we'll get something better. Re-rolls the boss. Re-roll costs are multiplied by 2. Multiplies by your hand by 1.5 if you scored less than 3 pairs. I mean, we score a lot of pairs. No! Actually, in the very first position, that is just 250 points and it will not reduce the rest of our score. So it's not terrible. Unless we get 3 times the first cards. In which case, that will be awful. So, now that we have got rid of that, you need to get rid of this 75. Because that is going to be worth nothing soon. 1% times 3. Yeah. Give me another ×3 on that. Okay, this should be a good score in hands. And I hear the question again. So, with the egg basket, what counts as a less than 20 score? Do the cards with no score count as an egg basket? I don't think it even showed us in this. So we got 30 plus 28. So, and then we ended up with 160. Because we've got a lot of cards with no score. So these ×3, that's less than 20. Does that give $1? Does the negative card give $1? Because it's less than 20? You know, what exactly is the criteria? Does it have to be scoring for it to be lower than 20? Or are these cards technically, they score less than 20? Any of them? Fuzzy dice! Okay. Even if I don't fully understand. Apparently. And $1 for every $5 you have at the end of the rounds. That could be not terrible. I think you can analyze the money you earn. That's a technical way of saying you really don't know. I didn't pay attention to what my money was. I don't think it did give me enough, to be fair, but we've got 165. Either it will give us $12 in a turn, or it won't. And then whatever we earn in the boss as well, or whatever. But I'm going to re-roll. It was free. 20% discount on cards with Butterfingers. Butterfingers tell us? $107. $107, $105. So we ended with $107. We earned whatever we burnt in the end of the thing, which was, I don't think the egg gave us any money, actually. I don't think it did. So I don't think that any of those, not even the negative cards, count as money given by the egg cards. They score less than 21. It's at the end of the turn. Right. Okay. Again, I misunderstood and misread it. I thought it meant at the end of the round. At the end of, you know, the... whatever you want to call these things. Rounds, turns... bosses, criteria, area. What do we define these things as? Okay, 3 pairs of the same color will earn $12. We can do that. Or $3. That's likely to happen. 20% discount on cards. We might buy some cards. And then I'm just going to save the money. Count and moves. Blue cards. Oh, not necessarily going to get blue cards. 2% times 1.7. I'll take it. He says as he finds some blue cards. Ghosts. Ghosts are good. No! Every time. It's fine. If I pick it, it will automatically play late any time. Maybe it's just a scoring score. It's that I read it wrong. That's what it is. So at the end of the turn, if one of these cards scores less than 20, which they will never do because I have a relic that makes them score at least 20. Even that negative card will score 20. But it might earn us $1 because it will only be worth 20. I was lucky when I played. I had Prism and also Swap Boss and every reroll hero. You did. You had that Prism. That Prism never comes up much for me until the very, very late game. And, you know, I used to think, well, that's not so good. But then I saw you using it and it was very good. You had great use of it. So I think it is actually kind of good. Undeny on a thing that uses a move. I don't want it. Reroll is always $10. I'll take it. Banana. Right, 2, 4, 6% of the score for that. I'll take it. We should be getting at least 10% of the score. You could avoid the bad cards. Exactly. You could avoid all the bad cards. I'm not sold on the baguette. I know what Spacey said, but I'm just not sold on it. It's a lot of money for something that will not really ever happen. The broken baguettes. Maybe it's very good. I'm going to put the multiplier on that. Moves and things. Okay, so honestly, the moves and money on the card that is worth low. That will match with them. The bread. It triggers a lot. Really? Everything has to be a multiple of 3. I don't see it happening. And it's very expensive. Never use the baguette because I don't know exactly. Same. No card makes sense to multiply by 3. You know, maybe 3 times the first card might do it, but 250, that's a multiple of 5, but also is a multiple of 3. I don't think most of the cards are just never going to be a multiple of 3. So I don't see it. But if it triggers a lot, I guess. But I don't see it happening. That's a very good card. Okay. Now we don't have the thing that might break the Joker, but every time. Okay, but we get money from the Joker and we get a lot of things. Okay. I forgot I had that relic. That forces the match. Okay, well we're finally starting to use the thing at least. 1%. There's the money. I don't want that one to match. Meow, 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 meow. 9,000, that's fine. We made it! Because you matched 2 Jokers off, and I wasn't paying attention anymore. Like, if I don't look, I can't get it wrong. Okay, shop has the chance to offer upgraded cards. Auto cards always play last. Do I have auto cards? I do, but I don't want that to be last, so I don't want that. Reroll. It's a bit late for that, isn't it? 10% of the score. That's going to be huge. And then, like, it's $10. I'll give it a reroll. 3 pairs to change colour, scoring less than 20 points or less. Cards worth 20 points or less can be revealed without spending a move. We have the negative 50, which is technically actually 20 points. They will be free. Number divisible by 3, yes. There's the easy way to find that out. But 10, 20, 50, and 100 are not divisible by 3. So when does divisible by 3 ever happen? Okay, times that, that's fine. So for anyone that has adverts, they happen once in a while to stop other adverts. Okay. 800. That's very low. That is unfortunate. I don't want that 250. Where did that come from? No! Where did that sneaky 250 card come from? Didn't we burn it by accident? Okay, this is not going so well. 7,000, 18,000. Okay, that's better. An easy way to find out. It's probably press the thing, isn't it? Which would probably help if I even ever press that. Okay. I guess you see a lot of what the things added, like socks and all sorts. 600 points. Plus 1,000. Many points. Then the actual scoring. I don't know what I'm meant to be, to be honest. Minus 20 points. Plus $2, but that's only because of the plus $2 thing. So these don't trigger for the egg. The egg doesn't give those $1, and neither does it for the multipliers. The money stays the same, so we're not getting money for these being lower than 21 points. And that is very good. Is it? I'm still not sold. At the end of the turn, earn moves based on the pairs. Wide shop. I mean, we've got a very, very narrow shop. Imagine if you're counting every third number and count that number triggers the Baguette Courier, if that makes sense. Every third number that you count. So is it just literally it multiplies by every third amount rather than it being it has to be a divisible number by 3? Because I just don't see many of these 5s and 10s and 50s ever being divisible by 3 personally, but I could be very easily mistaken. Earn moves based on the pairs played that turn. Reroll. Auto 25. We've got the Natalo Prism and it's cheap. It's so cheap for how good it is. And then start the turn with 1 card revealed, which will be a whole pair revealed, because we've got a thing. Okay, now we've got a million different things. That one was not the one that we really wanted. And then we can also look at the deck, right? So we've got times 3, and 375. Nice. Unfortunately, if I do times 3 the first card, it'll be 3 times nothing. Will it be 3 times $2 though? Made a Google spreadsheet to get a picture of this. I think I'm... Okay. Let's see. Good, the spreadsheet could help. 256, let's go. I will take that. I can match the two -50s. They're literally 20 points each. I don't think that's necessarily the greatest. The yellow is money, which is 160 points. Take that. That's what I was playing Replicat. Are you testing it out? Test that baguette. Okay, this might be a big score. I didn't want to use the 2.5, but at least... Oh, it's shuffled. I didn't realise that shuffled. Which moved the ×3 around, which is actually pretty good. 126,000, nice. So I was worried about that ×3 for nothing. But I guess that's a good way to do it. Maybe if you type the seed as baguette, you might get the baguette. $3 for each joker that you have. We have 1. That would be $3. I'd rather have the essence. Stonks that are worth a bit more. Multipliers by your hand if you play 3 or less pairs. I think we're not probably going to use that. Okay, so multiplier and eat, steep, pray, repeat. I'm going to try Ghost. I'll take it. Ghost, if it's free, it's free. Right, we got that one to 512. That's very good. Multiplies by hand if you play 3 or less pairs. I guess if you really get some good things, that might be good. You can lock 2 shop items at the same time. Auto cards always play last. Don't want it. I guess I could get that. It would be worth 300, and then at this point we lose 2 amounts with it. That's kind of okay, and it's got a multiplier. 199. I'm keeping the money because we got these ones, so they'll be worth money. Money. Green is always late. I'll take it. Blue is like 2%. Actually, that's 2% times 1.8. That's actually worth doing 3 times. I was initially not happy with it, but it's actually pretty good. Right, 300 and minus 75. That card might need to go. If only we could burn. Okay, we don't want the minus 75. I'll match the jokers. Okay, it's fine. We'll probably just win in the first round. 328,000 out of 15,000. But it's only going to get worse. Okay, start with 2% of the goal. That's pretty good. Unreveal. Actually, we have bad cards. If I get a stupid card that I don't want, I will just unreveal it. The sneaky thing is actually very good. One joker. Okay, so if we get something we don't like, I will just unreveal it with the annoying mosquito. Unless it automatically plays in the first instance. Okay. Very nice. Yellow is worth money. Purple is ×2. I actually will just leave that. I don't want it. Then we don't want that green one because that green one is the half the score. I will unreveal. I don't want that. Okay, I think we've got some smart strategy here. I'm just going to leave all those cards that are stamped now. We don't want any of those. And we will play amongst all the others. Or we will take the thing that it automatically selected, which I could have unselected, admittedly. But you don't need to unselect things. Oh, come on. Couldn't let me have the multiplier, could it? Okay. I'll take it. And we matched the jokers for some money, which helped raise the other things. And even though it was a small score, it got us over the line. I do like those cards very much. I also like the popcorn and the stupid crumpled letter that Natalie would probably hate. It does give us even more purples, but 75 to 150. Collect more than 40 curios in a single run? What the heck? Can't burn anything. Minus 75. I think the scores that we've got are better than that, so I'm not going to take it. The broken thermostat! I'm not going to take it. Reroll shop rerolls the boss. 2 curios disabled. Add 1 strongly negative. I don't want that. Minus 4 moves. Shinies are worth. Multiplications are worth less. That could also screw us. Only 1 that's 1.2 that's 1.1. So they become 90%. Because it actually reduces them down by 0.2% multiplier. Off now, take care, I believe in you, we got this. Let me know how it went. Thank you, I appreciate it. I know it's getting pretty late. This run's taken a lot longer than I thought it would do. But I thank you again for the raid, very, very much appreciated. Hopefully the baguette works out well for you. You know, maybe you let me know how the baguette goes. And I'll let you know how I do with the Natalo. We're getting close. We're getting close to winning. I don't know if we will. It's hit or miss, but we'll see. But have a lovely night and hopefully a lovely rest of your week, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you for the belief. Thank you for the belief. I'm not necessarily sure if I believe yet. That's actually worth a lot. The 1% is worth increasingly more. I'll take the 1%. Okay, and then we've got shiny cards worth 25%, less cards. I think we can win with that one. The other one, I don't think we stood a chance. That one, maybe. That's fine, that's worth 300. Why has it got dancing shoes? Okay. I might have just found a bug for you. If you open the deck with the auto-matching the cards with the stamp that reveals and then it automatically matches the pair, you end up with missing number. The cards. He blinks out occasionally. He's very sad. And he dance. And he dance. But he invisible. Okay, so times 20... stays. Like, do I want it? I guess I can pick it last if we have a lot of moves. Purples are very good. And then the blue is 3 times 300, so I'll take it. Or not, because apparently I'm stupid and I thought that I drew those, but I didn't. Okay, we've drawn the green, which is a definite multiplier. And then have I definitely drawn good purples? A ghost and some 1%, yes. And some growing cards. Ghosts, let's go. So that's definitely 1%. The yellow is 20 times 6. So that would be 300. But the 1% is worth more. And that's 20 points. And that red one is... cheating. It's 512. 512. Which is worth more than 250. I'll take it. 25,000. Exactly what we needed. Nice. I mean, it re-rolls when we re-roll, so... Stamps the cards that are left on the board. We can get a discount. I'm going to take the scrapbook and tape. I can disable a bit of the boss. It is the final boss. It would guarantee the win, wouldn't it? Moves and multiplication. Okay, this is rinse, repeat, stay ghosts. Repeat! Whatever matches with the Joker will repeat. That's nice. Interesting. Buy more than 15 essences in a single run. I know what was said, but... Okay. Each time a non-scoring card is had, multiply the hand score by 1.25. I think that's very good. Okay, 324. That makes the money cards worth a lot. Okay, late and then a times 0.25. So we won't play those ones. They're awful. Okay. Purples. Purples it is. What are the reds? Red is the 512 and the 225. So good reds. Teacup's actually very good. Seems the teacup is actually very, very, very good. Okay, max pairs. Meow, 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 meow. 758,000. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay. The faith from Natalo is definitely paying off. Baguettes! We got a lot of money. Sure. Beget me. Beget me not. Okay, it's just worth less than things that we have. I think we might be running out of things, which is probably why it is giving me the same curios. We can wait a turn to buy the lemonade pistol. Okay, Jokers can't score points matching yellow cards. You have -1 pets. I'll wait until next turn. We'll re-roll as necessary. It's $10 per re-roll. At the end of the day, that's that one. At the end of the day, it's not terrible. 2 Jokers. Natalo's playing Replicat. Okay, so the red ones are also 512. These Jokers are worth 500. Then they multiply and dance, which wasn't ideal. Money. Times 2 and the 1%. And then that one. I'll take it. It's not the best, but I'll take it. This is a rather low scoring hand. But it suddenly bops off at the end. Okay, we might just be this. Ghosts with 2%. Dead wallets. Lock 2 items at the same time. I mean, it's cheap. Re-roll. Right, we don't want the Jokers can't score points and shuffles. Random card is revealed and denied at the start of each turn. That sounds horrible. Earn 4 moves if you match some colours. If no... Well, that's never going to happen. But it's $4. I'm buying it. Just get it out of the pool. Auto 1%. You cannot earn moves. Your hand scores less than 15%. Stay in ghost cards, lose a move. Second pair of a purple pair can't score. That sounds awful. An auto 1%. That's 1,000 points. Okay. We shuffle hand before scoring. -1 max pairs. Honestly, compared to a lot of things, I think actually that might be the best option that we got. Like, if the jokers don't score, the jokers don't score. And we can see where they are, and we've got the 1% and we've got the multipliers. And we've got a lot of money. Times 2. You'd get an extra times 2. I'm just gonna go in. Okay. So, we've got a lot of can match with anything. And they, of course, match with themselves. Times 3, first cards. Minus 150, so avoid that red. Avoid that red. And then we've got a times 1.9 and a times 1.3. Do I have any points? 140. I don't want that. Okay, 140 points. Then we're going to match the yellows. Although this definitely feels like eating. It's scoring. We had less pairs. Okay. Baguette actually scored. The Baguette triggered. Baguette me not. Jokers can't score. Oh, look at this. The unreveal lets you just stamp all the cards. It costs you a move, but it just lets you stamp the cards. No. No! 1.9 is there. Didn't want them to match, really. It's fine. Jokers don't score anything, but I can force them into fixing the problem. Okay, and then we get a big score. Even if they don't score anything. Okay, we did it! We beat the Natalo seeds. And then we got the Evil Corp key card, which is very, very good. And then we get the 60 match. That one was in the deck and we didn't even have it unlocked. That's very interesting. Here for the win! Nice! Thank you for being here for the win. Very, very much appreciated. Baguette did it! I think the Baguette might have done it. I think the Baguette did save the day somehow. But I guess we don't question the Baguette anymore. Don't question the Baguette. Earn money equal to the numbers of turns played. Sure. I don't think there's any more curios than think I'm just going to buy it. We might have no more curios that we could possibly buy. Now for real, good night. No worries, have a good night. And yeah, I'm glad you're here for the win. I will see how far I can get on the Natalo deck. And then, you know, I might call it a day for myself as well because it's getting late and I do have work tomorrow. 2% of the score goal. I've still got that as times 2, which is interesting. That has stuck around. If I could make that 2% of the score goal, that would have been good, but... Okay. Auto Ghosts. Repeat, I'll take it. Repeater. Repeat on the 1% would have actually been cute, but... Free reroll. There's still stuff. Locked items get 10% cheaper after each round. Interesting. Allows you to override stamps. I mean, I don't want it. Eventually, whatever we freeze will be free. That's a ghost. I mean, how can I say no to a ghost? I'm gonna lock it. And it's gonna be in that. We're just gonna maybe buy everything. Oh, that's the one thing I didn't want it doing. Well, I don't want 3 times the first card. They're both... This is where maybe looking at what was going on might have been great. Okay. But again, I'm like, I just want to click everything. Okay, 128. Perfect. That one will start growing. But have a good night. Have a good week. 1%. And that's 125 and 1%, so they'll never match. But I can match them with those. Or we can very almost win. Don't want that. 1%! I'll take it. Okay, 3 times the first card, which is only 125, but 600, good. That one we don't ever want. Minus 225, never. Okay, this should be a good health. Meow, 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 meow. Only 299,000. That is not a lot. That's very nice. Earn $3 for each joker in your deck. 1, 2, 3. That's $6 a round. You end your turn and moves based on the pairs played. That's just good. The money is going up. That's very good. We don't have that many reds. I'm not going to take it. Earn $1 for every $5 you have at the end of the round. That's free money. Okay. What are the reds? 256 and 150. That's fine. All of those are reasonable. Green is never going to be played. Blue is 3 times the first card, which is 200s. And then ghosts. And what do we have left? Some jokers, perhaps. 50-50. I'll take it. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. How far can we go with the Natalo deck? That wasn't winning. That's unfortunate. Okay, 170 money. Never match that green. Blue jokers. 0.5's over there. Don't want that one. Stinky socks. Right, so if I match that and that, we can get it off the board. And then we can match that one and get them off the board as well. $600, the ghosts. 112, 600s. That's a very nice one to have if we get the 3 times the first card. Ghost. That times 2. Then we'll do that, and then I could match them, but we're not going to. Okay, this should be a good score. 1.4 million. It just feels like it's not doing as well as I would like. Okay, $15. That Joker thing paid for itself. Bit late for that. Okay, the essence will tell us what it is very good. Moves after playing purples. The auto cards playing last is terrible. 10%. I mean, we've got infinite money. No. Earn $5 per turn less, lose each money if there's one turn. That's terrible. Multiply your hand by for each colour you have in your hand. And it works if you have more than 2 colours in your hand. We have colours. And we can also see them with stamps. Okay. Take that. I need to stop looking in the deck first whilst it auto does that, because it is glitching it. The multiplier's good, and then we'll just look amongst the purples, I guess. I'm stupid. I don't want that. Okay. Well, we didn't get many hands, but still it scored an okay amount. Right, we're on a star. I should probably not concern myself with trying to min-max when we probably don't get to play that many things. I should probably just take it. Okay. Repeats. I'll take it. Then everything gets shuffled. So the multipliers, you know, probably irrelevant when they get shuffled. Right, 690,000. So close. Don't want that one though. Right, so everything's just going to get shuffled around. So 50 plus. There's more than 50. 1%. That's the first time I've seen that stamp. What am I doing? Okay. Maximum pairs. That's a bigger than 50. Let's see what we get. Score went down a bit there. Okay, 189,000. We did it! Got past the start. Got a lot of stuff. Okay. I want to see how many curios we can get without buying that. Reducing the cost of things is kind of rad. Add a random yellow card. Why not? Allows you to override stamps. That's $2. More matches anything jokers. Lock 2 shop items at the same time. Okay. I don't want that. I'm going to put that in there. Because they get reduced in cost, actually, when we do it. Auto cards always play last. I never want that auto card to play. But that will get cheaper and cheaper, and then we can buy it to maybe eradicate part of the thing. Ghosts. And you 2 extra moves, and you $2. I'll put the extra moves on the thing that gets the stuff with the moves. Ghosts. Ghosts doing the most. Like, do I want the 0.5 to ghost? I don't really. I think I would like the ghosts to go on to... the 512. Earns you $2. Pity. That's the pity on that. Okay. Right. Ending turn early, adds half the moves to the next turn. Might not be terrible. I mean, you could literally just add all the moves and then permanently... Plus we're buying all the things, I guess. Apart from the sherbet. It's a boss round. I'll wait. 1%. Okay. That's the 0.5. We don't want that. We'll avoid it. Thank you to Natalo for pointing out that strategy. It made it very broken. Okay. We could have paid attention to what those were because they got overwritten by that. Right, so reds. Reds were good. That was a purple. What are the greens? The green is the multiplier. One of them is the thing that we don't want, and it has been overwritten by a stamp. Okay, good, it didn't overwrite that stamp. Right, that's... Hey, we wrote the stamp back. Multiply. Okay. Then that one is that one. It's less than 50. $867. Not the total. This isn't even the boss. What? They turned orange. But that one's the horrible ones. That's the multi. Right, we're just not going to touch any of those. That's also a horrible one. 3 times the first card, I'll take it. Three times. No. Honey. Purple. Wrong purple. Okay. Now we avoid any of those stamped cards. Because they're all horrible. But we win. Okay. Lots of money. $143 for the bendy spoons. Crazy. Now those money cards are worth a lot. Does that prevent us just having curios? Or what? Lose 100 points after each turn. It's nothing really. There's no more curios. These are all of the curios there could possibly be. So I might as well buy the gun. And I'm just going to shove that in there. Not that we're ever going to take it, but it's there for the taking and to see what happens with the gun. I could buy that, which would do some things. Stay in ghost cards, lose you an extra turn. -4 moves, -1 turn, -5 moves. Instantly lose. Because you start with no moves. I think that might cause a problem, you know? Okay, 2 curios disabled, jokers can't score points, shuffles the board, cannot earn money. This is worth a lot. Yellow cards cost more. Every 16th card gets denied. You can't earn money. Shuffles the boards. I think that one's not terrible. That one's not terrible. That's worth 75 points and matches with it. I'm taking it. Okay. This red is becoming less and less worth it. Green, one of these greens is bad. That was the bad one. We will never touch that. Purple. Purple's 1%. Yellow. Money. 675. I was like, where's the other yellow? It has to be somewhere. Okay. That's fine. 672,000. We might not make it to the star. No, it matched with it anyway. Okay, 512. We don't want that one. That's 675 times the things. That's actually not terrible. Don't want that. Don't want that one. That one. That we will take. Times 2. That's all the hands. And then we'll leave all of these stamp ones. How did you make it? How far did you make it in Endless Mode so far? I think round 26 or something might have been the furthest we got, so this might be matching the records. But we definitely haven't made it past the 2nd star. How about you? What's the furthest you've made it? Obviously, as the developer, I'm sure you have infinite wisdom on how to break the game and get further. I don't want any of the other cards. Ah, but you have the Phoenix. I have every possible relic we can buy. There is no more relics that are possible to be bought in the shop whatsoever. So, you know, just a light build of some sort. 155. What is this? We'll end the turn. A Phoenix. You know, you say we have the Phoenix, but I'm not sure I know what it does. We have cards. They do things. Ah, that was useful. $43 moves. 1%. 1 times 3. 1% is worth 2,000 points. But 1 times 3 in a ghost might be worth more. I'm going to take them 1.3. Don't want that because that's worth a minus. That's worth minus 300. That's worth 75. It's some points. I think we need to risk it for the biscuit, otherwise we're not going to win. You're scoring 0 points because... Oh, it's because of the Phoenix. Okay. See. Right. I wonder if that's something that also I confused with the Jokers. Maybe I was Phoenixing it up. And, you know, getting that confused. And that might have been why I had zeros after all. With the Jokers. It might have all been down to the Phoenix. It's my lack of awareness and my greed for everything. It's probably the Phoenix. Okay, right, we got some points. And we got past nothing. Oh, right, of course, we weren't getting 10% of the score. Right, okay, yes, of course. We were so close, but so far. The Phoenix ruined it, yeah. We might have won if it wasn't for the Phoenix. But we got this far. We got this far. Good deck if you didn't have the Phoenix. True. It would have been probably better if I didn't take the Phoenix. But, you know, it was like, you could get 1.4 times. And I do see that the further you go into Endless, the bigger the problem that becomes. New deck unlocked. Indeed. I don't know what the deck is, but we got a new deck. Automatically reveals the pair when it's revealed. Nice. And it's an 80. And extra essence from bosses. Nice. Yeah, I think that's the furthest we've ever got. But I do have work tomorrow. Is there anyone else that's playing Replicat that you would like to raid into Brainoid? If so, let me know and I'll raid into them. But yeah, we might have got further without the Phoenix, but we did basically buy every relic in the shop. And I could have literally bought every relic in the shop, but I didn't want to buy the auto one because that one would have made our cards auto after the multipliers, which were not good. And I didn't want the one that said if you're on the last turn, it loses all the money. I'm alone in Replicate Realm. I'm the last Replicate player live at present. Okay, well, in that case, I will raid into... I have Cupcake, I guess. They're doing some Jackbox. Feel free. There's sub-only chat. Well, that's... that's not ideal. Follower or sub-only chat. So it's follower or sub-only chat over there. But, you know, if you're over there, feel free to say hello, and I will hope you all have a lovely rest of your night, and I'll catch you all later. Bye, 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 bye.